flying.
I was going off, just being as funny as possible for like a solid 30 minutes of me just telling jokes.
It's okay.
I'm hysterical.
They were God-killing jokes, and now there is no record of them.
Yeah.
No, there's no God. Anyway, that's why there's no clerics.
Are
Not
there no
yet.
clerics? Is there like mass religion in this world?
There's paladins, so there must be.
How do we know?
Because the paladins escort the caravans of shit down that site thing.
Oh, okay.
And the paladins use the faster road.
Right.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's what he meant. Did you mean they were going to be with the scroll delivery?
Also, yes.
How many?
Depends on the delivery.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
yeah.
We have another day.
Recap
Oh,
of the 2 days to get like two levels higher. Let's go to the house.
Now that we have audio, last time on Dungeons and Dragons,
Last time.
we met cute but dumb Barius, who
Nice
almost
synopsis.
died in the Cave of Calamities.
Yep.
In the cave, the adventurers found some gold, some gems, a wooden dowel that emanated divination magic, and a bag that emanated conjuration magic, and a scroll. I believe that's it. Yes.
2 scrolls.
Oh, and 2 potions of healing.
2 scrolls.
1 scroll.
1 scroll? Do I have the scroll?
One
You don't have
scroll,
the
2 potions of healing.
Second
Okay.
level spell scroll.
Do you have that bag?
What? I just took everything.
You gave me the scroll. Well, I also have a scroll.
Yes.
There were 2 scrolls.
Well, what kind of scroll is it?
It was a cantrip of my choice.
That was from Warbly's Wares. That's something you bought.
No, because I have exactly as much gold as it cost me to buy drinks for everybody.
Well,
I don't think that you have that scroll.
We'll be doing a recap.
we'll go back, watch the tape, figure out where we got
Let's do it
tangent.
now live. Watch the other episode. Nope, not here,
We'll be
not
back
here.
in 3
You
hours.
passed it. You passed it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've watched the whole thing. We can't skip ahead. We're doing a live stream of
Great-
last stream followed
great
by
circuitry.
this stream.
It's a marathon for our D&D episodes.
It's the only kind of marathon.
Oh god, that was me when I was sick. I just watched Critical Role all
I
day.
remember.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
yeah. Hey, I got through 90 episodes in a month.
Oh yeah, because the episodes
Month
are
and a
like
half.
3 hours long.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 hours long.
I also have a cantrip spell scroll. Where did we get those from?
Yo, you gave us
Oh
cantrips.
no! They came from Warbly as a reward.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're from Warbly's, but I didn't buy
For
them.
information
Cool.
about the Cave of Calamities.
Good.
And then you almost killed Warbly by dressing up in a bone suit and going "Woo" in the door.
And it was 100% worth it.
And then I saved Warbly.
Yes, he did. And now he's recovering. He may or may not be able to like make it out during this game day.
That's fine.
If you wait another day, he
It
might
was,
be
it was
fully.
kind of a shit show. We didn't need anything from it the first day. We're not going to need anything from it today.
Oh, I don't know. You didn't use up any of your supplies?
No.
Nope.
All I did was gain more. I now also have the carcass of a strange stalagmite squid creature.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We should probably either tear that apart or cook it or something, or else it's gonna start to turn into something nasty.
I was going to say, it's on Warbly's counter still. I didn't leave the shop with it. Because I was going to see if you wanted to buy it.
He was unconscious.
Yeah. So,
He's gonna wake.
I think I'm just going to... Yeah. Well, hopefully he's not sleeping in the shop after having a heart attack. Unless he lives, like, above the shop.
Yes.
That's fine. There'll be so much blood pooled around that thing. He won't see it and be like, it's alive and gonna hurt me. He'll be like, there's a dead body on my counter. So, he'll be
There's
fine.
something on his counter.
Well, it's a body.
I mean, it's a creature. The body of a creature. So when you think like dead body, it's not like a human body.
I mean, that might be what some of us think.
That
I'm
don't,
just fun.
the people don't look like squids. It's not this. I don't understand.
Anywho.
Anyways, You decided to call Barius the hero of the mission and led him into the tavern as the hero of the day. People flocked around him as he told the story and embellished hundreds of facts of his brave exploits, while you simply sat and watched. And eventually, drank a lot, ate some food, and then had a nice cat nap and just regular bed nap upstairs.
A cat nap and a non-dreaming slumber.
Yeah.
A slender.
Was it a man?
What?
Was it a man?
Was what a man?
The slender.
Oh, yeah. It was a slender, not
It was
a slender.
Slender slumber.
Yeah.
A
I will
slow.
tear this place a slender.
Well, you do eventually wake from your slumber as light streams through the window of your room that you're sharing. It is moderately early morning, like 7 a.m., 7:30. What do you do?
I grab my clothes and I immediately infuse them with... Fuck. Wasn't ready for that.
Why are you infusing them with fuck?
Mind sharpener, because... I'll show you later.
Ooh.
With mind sharpener.
Okay. What does that do?
Mind sharpener. So while I'm wearing these robes...
Is that the strength to intellect?
No, that's like level 8 or 6 or 8. That's way too good. It says that the infused item can send a jolt to the wearer or to refocus their mind. While wearing this infused item, whenever the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, it can use its reaction to succeed instead. So whenever I'm concentrating, like having to hold concentration, if someone hits me, I just straight up maintain concentration instead of having to roll for it.
Assuming you're not hit twice.
Yes, in the same
Yes, yeah. Twice in the same round, I'll still have to roll. But I do get to roll first. I get to roll, and if I fail, I get to choose to succeed.
Oh, okay.
So I'll still always roll, and if I succeed, I won't use it as a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good shit. That's why I'm like, day one, I want that. Because I want Detect Magic always running.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip?
Detect Magic?
No, it's a first level spell.
It's a first level spell, but it takes me 10 minutes to activate.
You can cast it
So
as
if
a
we're
ritual.
about to go
It
into
only
something...
lasts 10 minutes, right?
If we're about to go into a situation...
Got it, but it won't always be right.
No. But
It's not like a passive.
Yeah.
But for like combat to last more than 10 minutes without another ability
it'll
to
be-
take a
it'll
10
be
minute break. Yeah.
well-
And I think right now, especially level 2, always having it going. It's going to be pretty good. So.
I'm gonna wake up and start stretching.
The sunlight warms your fur as you salute the sun.
Fuck!
As you both begin to awaken and stretch and limber up, a faint smell of bacon wafts under the door.
You know, it's never like really normally a faint smell of bacon. Either there's bacon in the air or there isn't.
I think if it has to travel far enough,
If you're like
it's faint. Yeah.
a distance away,
I guess, yeah. I guess I'm never
I'll
really like
cook
a
bacon
distant.
tomorrow morning, and you can't come up until you smell it.
I won't smell it. It's hot and I'm down. That was a really weird choice of words, but like it
I
meant
will smell
the,
it and I
the
will
science
tell
works.
Okay, you'll be our test agent. Okay,
If
perfect.
you smell it, and then I'll hear you go into the kitchen, so we're
You'll
good.
hear him cooking.
That's true. I will. I hear everything.
Yes. Like a bat. If a bat lived underneath the main.
Let's go with
space
like
of the
some
house.
other listening creature.
Like Greg,
True.
hearing me cook bacon in the morning, I head downstairs to the bacon.
Downstairs.
Oh, right. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Alright.
Like the cat. Yeah, kitty cat. Cat.
Braga has just set out a large plate of bacon on the bar, and you can see Barius face down on the bar.
Fuck. I'm so. Wait. What?
Once again. This time he didn't even make it upstairs.
Okay. We only made it upstairs last time because we fucking carried him.
Right.
And by we, I mean the small one.
I just tracked it.
He's
It's fine. It's just,
His heels just thumping, they just stare like.
yep.
He's just sorely bruised.
I mean, he was bruised because his face got eaten
He was
up.
fucked from the fight.
Yeah.
Just
But you healed him.
we just keep casting minor illusion on his face to make it look not fucked up while he heals. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Yeah.
Should we
He
make
could
him-
cast it on himself.
He doesn't have minor
But
illusion.
he should have thought about that before he got his face bitten off by a cave squid.
He couldn't see that he was getting his face.
Because he's a
He's
dumb dumb.
clearly got some issues going on. So,
So
He's
say we
not
all.
a person.
I would like to go up to the bar and approach the barkeep. So he just didn't make it anywhere but the bar last night.
Braga reaches over and knocks on Barrios' head. Nope. Didn't even make it upstairs.
I'm gonna go over to the bacon and start eating some.
Mm. The taste of juicy bacon fills your mouth. The grease runs over you. This is some high quality bacon. This is like fresh,
Some good shit.
well cooked. Mm-hmm.
Clearly.
It's like thick.
Pig slaughtered this
Oh.
morning.
Oh, no, that's not. Wouldn't be bacon. Last night, maybe.
Yes.
Right
Aw,
out of the
Pigly.
right out of the smoker and into the frying pan would be unbelievable bacon.
That's the new saying.
Like half
Out of
an
the
inch
smoker
thick.
into the frying pan.
That's before being out of the frying pan into the fire.
Fi-
Yeah. It's like an uncomfortable situation as a smoker.
Oh, but it is delicious bacon.
Great. I keep eating it.
Braga walks away from you two, going back to the kitchen, obviously to get some more breakfast supplies. Barrios is still letting out like a low, well, his head's on the table. There are actually, as you look around, 2 or 3 more townsfolk passed out at tables.
They fucking raged last
They
night.
raged last
God
night.
damn.
I mean, Barrios told some really good stories.
How many
That's
like
kinda
did he
went to bed
say
early.
he fought?
You don't know. He went to bed.
Better have been like 40. Because otherwise his face is too jacked up for one. Like one's not enough.
Yeah, right. I thought 1.
Yeah.
Did you lose?
How big was it? Like a foot tall? Like 2 feet? 2 feet tall? It was 8 feet tall, and there were 40. The cave is enormous. But don't go there. There might still be more. Yeah, we're stumbling full of the bones of your children. I mean,
In some cases,
your
yes.
husbands and sons
And daughters.
and wives.
Yeah. And close cousins.
Yeah,
What quantity of bacon is this pile that we are talking about?
significantly less now, but
Yeah, it would definitely be like
better get in
a
here.
plate, probably the
Cabbage
same circumference
Okay.
as the cabbage, just piled with bacon, maybe like, yeah, perfect.
I would like to pick up the plate, put a slice on Barrios' head, and then put a slice on each of the other
Okay.
sleeping patrons, and then go upstairs with the plate.
I follow him upstairs, and I put like a gold dun on the counter.
Wow. As you both walk upstairs, you can start to hear other as they start to wake up from the bacon grease dripping down their skulls
Yep.
onto their faces.
Just like lick each other's heads.
At which point, I start to devour the bacon.
I also continue to eat bacon.
Roll to devour bacon. But
19.
ooh,
Damn!
you not only
Is that a
devour
dexterity
the
check?
bacon,
Is that a constitution? Is it like dexterity, and then eventually, after enough devouring, it becomes constitution?
you get 1 temporary hit point because the bacon's so good.
Woo!
You devour it. So
Do temporary hit points last until a long rest, or
I
just
believe
until you
it's a
lose
short
them?
rest. And when you lose them, you
Okay,
get
let's
them
keep
back.
moving. What?
when you like lose.
Yeah, it doesn't increase your max health. It
Right.
increases your current health. Yeah.
Yes.
We have two different
Mhm.
squares for them. Because that'd be dumb.
Full of bacon, you can hear more movement from downstairs. The other rooms have shown no sign of waking up or of engaging.
Burn it to the ground.
You can try.
Should we? What do you want to do today?
It's possible.
There's a weird house, or a farm, right?
There is some weird shit at Barstead Farm.
Verbatim, weird shit at Varstead Farm.
Verbatim.
That is verbatim from Doran.
Got it.
Yep.
That is canon.
Can't.
I think we should track down this farm.
Well, why don't we ask for maybe more specifics from the barkeep first? Mostly because he can tell us where the fuck the farm is, so we don't just like
Yes.
have to spiral pattern outwards until we find it. Knock.
Let's find out where it is.
Yeah, that's because like if we just walk outside and go like to Varstead Farms, it's not happening.
Doran did give you the general direction of just south.
Right.
He
Okay.
didn't really know. He didn't give you more than that.
So if we can get more specific, like follow this road until it's on your left after the fallen down tree
Is
or
it
the
most
beehive.
of the village south of us?
Yeah, but I think it's definitely not in the village since it's a farmhouse.
Fair.
Like because all the other houses just like spread out along farmland. So
Right. Well, the village really spreads out in all directions besides into the Razor March.
right.
Very few people live on that side.
We could also ask him if anyone else here would know more than he does.
So like,
And if you
It's
don't mind
probably
doing
just
that,
going to be the shopkeep.
I have to pee.
this is all Razor March.
So I'll go to the bathroom if you question the barkeep.
I will question the barkeep.
Sounds great. I just ate too much bacon that's going right through me.
Yep, that bacon does turn into a liquid in the body.
Good
That is a
talk.
fact.
Tatashi relieves his bladder as Andre questions the barkeep.
Strength check?
I think it's dexterity. I
There's a lot
can't
going
aim
on
it.
down there.
Ah. Fuck.
And I head back downstairs
Yes.
after cleaning myself of all bacon fat that I can find in my body.
So you lick yourself clean, is what you mean. Classic. Yep. When you make your way downstairs, you see that the other villagers and Barius have all woken up. They've all eaten their bacon, and they're kind of like sometimes getting grease from their hair, just like licking it. But Brogger came back and has a large tray of just like warm black bread that they've also been diving into. So they are hungry, and they have all hit that water barrel and filled up their tankards.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up and sit on the bar next to Barius and ask him how he's feeling. How you doing there, Barius? How are you feeling this morning?
Barius turns to you, some bread in his mouth, and goes, "Bleh." Goes, swallows. I'm pretty good. Thanks, friend. And he pats you on the back.
I kind of stiffen up a little bit and then say,
He does not look good. He has like dark circles under his eyes.
Varys?
Yeah.
well, you deserve the celebration there, friend. Where are you gonna set up shop? Are you gonna head into the city yet?
He looks down his bread, back up, and goes, "Well, yeah, I mean, we fought that cave. Guess it's time to go to the city. Although, we've got time until the festival. I can't think of anything around here to do. Like, their market sounds interesting, but I don't really, I mean, compared to the Mages Council, I don't care.
There's probably not too much going on. Well, we have a couple chores we need to take care of, but maybe I'll find you around. Stick around for an hour or two.
He nods to the bar. He's like, yeah. I'm not gonna leave for an hour or two.
Well, I appreciate you slowing down for us here, Barius. I mean, we can only keep up so much. And then go around the bar and start looking for the barkeep.
You notice as you turn away, Barius looks down and goes,
Do you have water yet?
He does have water. He's still like
Good. Good.
Thatashi, after you wet your urinary needs.
Wet my urinary needs. The cat disappears into the night. Into the early morning.
Into the sunlight. Black cat disappears into the sunlight
Right.
directly.
Yeah. You're blinded by the light.
True.
Revved up like a deuce.
Ah.
Yeah.
Motocross. You've made your way back into the tavern.
Yeah. I'll just hang out. I can see that Andre's like looking for the barkeep and like actively pursuing stuff, so I'll just like sit next to Barrius and drink some water. Just like kind of like pat him on the back lightly.
Every so often
It's
he'll
okay, buddy.
like stiffen a little bit, like,
Yeah.
and then he'll just go back to his water and bread.
Good.
I don't think you were here, but there's a big tray of bread.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Dark bread? I eat some dark bread.
You eat the dark bread. It is delicious. It's a little sour, but it's got that sweet aftertaste
Uh-huh.
you expect from black bread.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It goes well with the crisp water. Yeah. Water and bread.
The staple.
Yeah, right?
Okay then.
What any growing boy needs.
Brogger blows past you,
Get fucked.
hands full of plates of eggs,
Ugh.
and he goes, one second, and like goes over to the other townsfolk and Barrius and gives them each a plate of eggs.
I eat some of Barrius' eggs.
Roll a stealth check.
I don't give a fuck if he sees
You don't
me or
give a
not.
fuck?
He's
Oh, okay.
head down drinking water, like, he'll share.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
knows
you
we're lying for
successfully
him.
eaten
Yeah,
egg,
I'm
yeah.
eating his fucking eggs. He'd suck it.
You have a pawn now. You eat his eggs. As Brogger goes past you, what do you do as he starts delivering the eggs to everyone?
I stand next to the entrance back to the bar in the kitchen and watch him dot between places. Wait for him to empty his hands and watch where he goes.
After a little while, he finally settles behind the bar and starts polishing taps and mugs again.
I'm gonna walk up under the bar, so I'm kind of like on his side, but beneath the counter so nobody can see.
Yes.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna put 50 silver on the counter and ask him, tell me everything you know about Varstead Farms, bud.
Turns around. What are you doing down there?
I just thought I'd be a little bit friendly. I mean, you and I, we've been spending a bit of time together. I've got some money for your information. I thought that we could just be more friendly.
He rolls his eyes like, oh, adventurers. We puts the mug back, squats down next to you. All right. I mean, I don't think my information is worth that much. Like, I don't really know that much about the Varstads, but you know what? Here you go. He gives you back 25 silver. Like he does. Like his information is not worth that much, but he appreciates the offer. Yeah. As he's squatting, he absent-mindedly rubs his fangs, his larger teeth. Sorry, what? Thinking back. Okay, well, the Varsteads aren't really that interesting as a family. Pretty normal farmers that come to the market all the time. They sell pretty good stuff. They make good vegetables. They've produced some pretty good pigs before. I've bought their bacon before, and it's top quality. What I've heard is there's been some strange happenings down at their farm. I don't have much more detail than that. I just know that no one's seen them in a pretty long while. They're expected to be at the market in 2 days, but Who knows?
When was the last time people saw them?
That was probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Last time anyone saw one of the Varsteads.
How often were they seeing them before that?
I mean, they come into town every 4 or 5 days, maybe. Yeah, they're pretty far out on the outskirts of town, really close to the forest. But like, they've got a pretty good farm going. They have a lot of veggies. They had stuff to sell, so they need to make a living.
Interesting. Who were the last people that saw them?
Oh, let me think. The last people that saw them. I don't know. It's been a while.
Who would know more about them?
I don't know more. Oh, you know what? Doran actually bought some milk from them to make his cheese.
Fuck!
Of course he did.
Fuck!
It's all interconnected.
It's not like, what are the odds? 1 in 10? There's not many people in this fucking town.
I mean, so Doran, I think
We know who
Bellion
it is.
probably bought some vegetables from them. I
Bellion?
mean, meat. I mean, I bought their bacon like 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't seen them since. I had to go buy some bacon from another farm.
It takes like a month to make cheese, so I don't think that Doran would have been, unless he's still making new cheese.
magical world.
Oh. It takes like a day to make cheese. So let's go talk to this dickhead. Cheese
It
bowl.
sounded like he was spouting off some wild nonsense yesterday. How'd that pan out?
About objects just appearing in his bed or something?
That's wild, man.
What a nut.
Stuff doesn't just move by itself.
Yeah,
Come
of course not.
Brock, I'll tell you. I know I run a tavern, but like that, I maybe need a little less patronage from Doran.
He's probably
He
been
can
eating
say
his
it.
own cheese, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he's been eating and drinking his own cheese. He melts it and then puts it in a mug.
I know what we're doing tonight.
Sometimes I've seen him dip vegetables in the molten cheese and eat it. It looks really tasty, but I have no time to try it.
Yeah, you should fondue that sometime.
I think it'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah. It's called a fun to do.
Yes.
It's called that.
Well,
We'll take it into consideration.
You know, maybe shorten it.
Before we end, have there been any other rumors you've heard about the Varstead?
Let me think. They looked pretty worried the last time they were here. A little more haggard than normal. It seemed like they just weren't doing too good. Like they didn't have enough supplies or something.
And this haggard, kind of remote nature is the weird shit that's been happening on Varstead.
Or is it just the fact they haven't been seen lately?
I think it's more of the disappearance in general.
Got it.
The fact we haven't seen them.
And no one's just gone over? Like, where do you get, like, if you get bacon from them, or like, Doran gets milk from them, or like, Borean, whatever his name was, gets veggies from them. Bellion.
Yeah.
Do they not go to their farm?
No, normally most business is done in the center road.
It's like at the
center
market
street.
that happens like every week or on the weekends or whatever. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard if you had to go to like 3 different farms. You have to go 1, 2, like that's why we all meet in the center of the town.
Right. Okay.
That seems efficient.
You could be one thing, you should be efficient.
Pitter patter. All right. So, well, we know where he lives.
Great.
Should we just go talk to Doran?
I grab you and pull you aside. Should we take Doran? Should we take Marius with us?
I think we should. I think we should question Doran without Darius. He needs a little more time. Then come back from Doran's, see if he's up to it. And if he's still not up to it, honestly, we either decide then to leave him or drag him with us to the house. I mean, he was basically a really good meat shield last time.
Yep. Yes,
Okay.
he was. And, I mean, if he's going to be more of a hindrance than a help, I'm sure he'll be a good meat shield in the future.
Exactly. Alright. To Doran?
Let's see if he's alive.
Pitter patter.
You make your way out of the
Downtown.
Toothy Traveler Tavern. That's where we go. Downtown.
That's what you went with? When I said you said you're making your way, and I said downtown, and you went with downtown.
I know. Walking past, faces past. Da-da-da-da.
The cat doesn't like jokes.
No jokes for the cat.
Classic cat.
You do make your way downtown, like south, literally, and follow the offshoot road to Doran's house.
I always like going south.
Feels like,
Like
going
downhill.
downhill.
Boom. Cool.
All Lord of the Rings quotes. All day.
Beautiful.
Similar to yesterday, there is a fair amount of townsfolk just walking around, going about their daily chores. You know, drawing water from their wells, cleaning their houses. So you face no obstructions on your way to
Fantastic.
Doran's house.
Approach Doran's house and start actively smelling to see if he peed on his house recently.
Roll a perception check.
12, I think.
You do not smell any fresh urine. Yeah. Nothing that would have come from last night around Doran's house. There was no activity around Doran's house, though.
I go bang on his door. I go bang on his door
Bang.
in.
Bang check.
No, like,
Oh!
Do it.
Jeremy's gonna be like, the fuck's here?
the food.
You're a cop now?
Here's some go, oh, coming!
Cops bang like 20 times.
I got a 19. It was a good bang check.
I see.
That was a really good bank check. I mean, that's what
I
woke him
moved.
up.
It rolled
It's
when I
a
moved.
3.
I rolled a
You
19.
rolled a 3, bud.
He's so soft.
That sweet black fur.
Yeah. That's some black fur.
Silky smooth.
Oh boy.
Anyway. A haggard Doran opens the door.
Dude, it's too much fairy tale.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
We can't just do memes. We have to do code.
The references, not memes.
Doran looks pretty pale with like dark circles under his eyes. Like Barius, but
Oh fuck. Has he not been able to sleep because of all the items?
that seems to be the case. He opens the door and goes, oh, wait, who are you?
We're just some adventurers. We met you at the tavern once, and we heard about your I don't want to say calamity, but like your little issue 2 nights ago, and then also we were here to talk to you about we had some questions about the Farstead farm, and we heard your cheese is dope as hell.
Who told you about the cheese?
Man, dude, it's the talk of the town. Everyone's really excited about it.
Oh yes. Right.
You okay? You alright?
he beckons you inside. He shows you to his like main sitting area. Ask you to take a seat as he hurries upstairs.
Bye.
And he actually brings you back a wheel of cheese and starts cutting it open. Because the only relief I can find nowadays is in my cheese.
Same.
He hands you each like a huge wedge of cheese.
I take a small bite of the wedge of cheese.
It is delicious.
Okay, I take a much larger bite of the wedge of cheese.
It is a
glad.
sharp cheese.
Oh,
It's creamy. It's, Ooh.
okay.
Yeah.
Really,
This is
really
well-made cheese. For
focused.
his first time making cheese, like this is really good. It's like top quality cheese.
Wow.
I'm just gonna stare at the cheese.
No cheese for the cat. He sits back down,
Fresh milk or nothing.
kind of like doesn't really know where to put his hands or anything. He's like, oh, so you, something about the Varstead farm?
Yeah, but like first, like, are you good? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't know. Something strange happened a few days ago.
Okay.
I woke up surrounded by all my things,
Did you
everything I had in the house.
go to bed super drunk?
Not
I would take that as a
more
hard
drunk
yes.
than usual.
Okay, so really drunk. Now's not the time to be bashful.
Okay, yes. I know, yes.
Is it possible you did it yourself? While just super drunk.
It wouldn't be strange. It'd be a very, very strange thing to do.
Right, because strange things never happen when you're drunk.
You know, I did find myself upside down in a well once. So.
Right, exactly. And two, is it possible that someone in this town who knows you, who's friends with you, did it just to fuck with you?
You know, Bellion is kind of a dick, so...
I heard he's a bit of a dick.
That's why he buys
Vegetable
vegetables
farmers,
and not
yeah.
fucking milk.
Oh yeah, or meat, like bacon.
Doesn't
Oh,
respect cheese.
what a dick.
Yeah! And suddenly, like, Doran's coming more to life.
I bet it was either Bellion or yourself.
Yeah, you know
Messing with
what?
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now,
I feel so much better.
Farstead Farms.
Yes. What about
Tell us everything you know about anything that's been like happening recently with them.
Well, they're nice enough people. I used a lot of their milk to actually make all that cheese.
I bet it must be amazing milk.
Oh my god, it's amazing milk.
Yeah.
How else could I make this amazing cheese?
Right.
This is my first time.
Well, you're amazing talent, but yeah,
You know.
of course.
You know.
Anyways,
So yeah, but I mean, I guess no one's really seen them in a while. I mean, I've been so focused on cheese making, but normally they're here pretty regularly, like just in the middle of town selling their wares.
right.
You know, they've been having some problems with the government in Adra and Erewhon. You know, we've seen our fair share of tax collectors, but I feel like the Varsteads always tried to hold out the most against those people. I don't know. Something must have got them. I mean, there's the father, mother, and 3 kids. Like, we must have seen one of them.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah, and taxes are a bitch, so
Taxes are a
Yeah.
bitch, right? I mean, in the last few months, I mean, maybe it's because of the festival, but just like the Dawn Guard taxes just keep going up.
right.
I mean,
It's
we're
like
gonna really
90,
keep the
well, like
market open.
95%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not 95%, but I mean, it went up from like 10% to 15 to 20 to 25.
Well, you know,
That's
5% should seem too small. Be careful they don't take it all. They are the tax man.
I don't know the reference.
The Beatles.
Are you still I am the Eggman?
But yeah, okay. Well, we're kind of we're thinking about heading over to their farm and seeing if they're okay.
It's probably a good idea. I mean,
Surprised no
I'm
one's
pretty busy.
gone and checked already.
we normally just let people do their own thing, leave well enough alone.
Yeah, but like,
It's only recently that we've really kind of noticed that, like, hey,
what if they
no
all
one's seen the
died?
Ghostbusters.
What if they all like need help and you just didn't go because you're letting them be alone?
I mean, that's kind of the trade-off you take when you start living pretty far out on the edge of the forest. Like, what if one of us investigates and they die too?
You died being a good person?
I mean, good person being alive. I'd rather make cheese.
It's really good cheese. Yeah,
Thank
right,
you.
that's fair.
I guess my only concern is I've heard stories of small items coming to life and killing their owners out of disgruntlement. I just really hope that they didn't fall victim to all of their possessions. It sounds like you might have had a brief run-in with your possessions trying to, I don't know, send a message to you.
Wait, what? What are you talking
Have
about?
you not heard
I
the
thought we
stories?
figured out that it was just me.
Have you not heard the stories from the city?
No.
Oh,
What stories?
Don't scare him.
What?
He doesn't need to hear about
I'm
it.
sorry.
He
I'm
clearly
sorry.
hasn't slept in 2
Don't worry
fucking days.
about it. It's okay. Dozens of people have not died in the city to their own items. It's not a problem. It's
It was
growing.
definitely just your friend.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Supposed to reassure himself again. after Andre is like, what about this?
There's one key. Nobody who stashes garlic all around their bed has ever had any problems with their items.
And then you can take the extra garlic and roast it and infuse it with your cheese and make a roasted garlic cheese. And when you do, you fucking call me.
That's not a bad idea. Sorry, I didn't even get your names.
Siegfried.
Roy.
Yep.
Siegfried and Roy. Wow. Are you magicians?
We put on a lion, like a cat show.
Oh, because he's a cat.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, can I... Do you mind? No? Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done that if you had heard about my father, Siegfried Sr., and his cat show.
What happened to his cat?
He died. He got killed by a cat.
By this cat?
No, not this cat. But cats are
Cat's
dangerous.
father. Cat senior.
Yes, Roy Sr.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
We don't
Yeah.
like to brag.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for the garlic tip. That sounds like a great idea. Is there anything else you need?
I mean, it couldn't hurt. Oh. No, but I might come back and talk to you before we head to... Are you going to the celebration, the 1,000-year celebration?
Ooh, no, that's a whole. I'm gonna stay here and just keep making my cheese. That's for the city people and the travelers and everything. Not really my kind of place.
All right, well, I might come here before we head over, because we're going... That's like our destination.
Ooh.
And I might talk to you about taking some of your cheese and selling it for a lot. Because, you know, fresh, like farm raised, all like locally sourced, really good cheese, you can sell for a shit ton because they're all importing all this like stuff that's like, you know, who knows where it came from. I bet I could sell it for a lot at the markets.
I know where it came from. I mean,
It's like, you know where it came from, but all those city people don't know where it came from. Until I tell them that it came from somewhere local and somewhere small town, maybe about one guy working his ass off. I can sell it for a lot more than you think, and I'll bring you back most of the money.
huh?
Yeah.
And in exchange, all we ask is that you spread the news that garlic prevents item murder.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's all.
yeah, I can do that. I can see that.
All we want you to do is spread the news that surrounding your bed with garlic will stop these small inanimate objects in your house from killing you while you sleep. That's all we ask in exchange.
Oh my God. He's like, still looks at you quizzically, like, I mean, we're gonna have to grow a lot more garlic, but sure, I'll do it.
So
Yeah, I'd love
like,
to sell you some cheese.
I mean, if
Absolutely.
you're gonna spread it to, if you're gonna spread that news to everyone in town,
Yeah.
we'll then come back from the city with a bunch of garlic to sell to the townsfolk.
I mean, yeah, sounds like a win-win. Yeah, of course. I don't see how this could go wrong at all.
Exactly. All right,
It's a
sounds
wonderful
good.
deal.
All right, well, we'll see you later.
Thank you, kind sirs. Please, have some more cheese. Have some more cheese. And he gives you another slice.
Thank you. It's so good.
Creamy.
I take it and check it in my room.
It fits within your room. It fits well.
Sticks
It
to
wedges
your
inside.
Ew.
You make your way out of Doran's house onto the small side road, and you can see it's starting to pick up as you'd expect from like a 10:30, 11-ish time of day. More people on the road. What is your plan? Where are you gonna go?
I immediately hand the wedge of cheese over.
I eat the wedge of cheese.
Oh, it is delicious.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking great.
Some good cheese.
I'm not lactose intolerant at all. Should we go check
I
on
don't know.
Marius? So he's doing.
Are you actually lactose intolerant? Is your character lactose intolerant?
Fuck no. It's gonna be a
It'll be
rough
fine.
story if he is. I'm planning on making this cheese based.
Lots of constitution
This
checks.
is gonna be cheese based.
Natural wood and shit yourself. Oh,
I have a mind sharpener that is. Am I concentrating to not shit myself? So does the Constitution check? Do I automatically pass?
But the minute you switch concentration to a spell, you shit yourself. So you can't detect magic and not shit yourself.
I feel. I sense.
It's conjuration. Evocation. Oh god. I'm sorry.
We head
What do
back
you-
to the bar to look for Barius.
You come back to the bar and Barius is doing okay. He's doing better. He's sitting straight up. He's like slowly sipping on his water tankard. And he's no longer doing the full
Got
barrel.
it.
He's like, because this time he was like there for breakfast, so he got everything he needed to like fix
Sure.
his hangover.
Yeah.
And as you enter, he turns around and goes, "Oh, my friends, how are you doing? Are you done with your chores?"
Yeah, we're about to go. There's this family that hasn't been seen in a little while at this farm, and we figured we'd like give back to this town that's been doing great stuff for us by go making sure they're okay. But you know, in the sake of preparing for all danger, we'd love for you to join us.
So it's another adventure then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wondrous, more to add to my tale.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
Quite
And he
so.
immediately walks out and leaves his quarterstaff at the bar.
Oh.
You can give him his
You know what?
quarterstaff now.
Nope, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna walk out of the bar.
I'll take his quarterstaff and put it in my pack, like still sticking out, obviously, but like not carrying it, but like it's in my pack.
Like strong. It has to be strong across your back.
Yeah, like it's like slid in between the backpack and my back, and it's held placed there. Yeah.
He's like marched up into the middle of the road and he's kind of just like I don't know where.
I should go. Hey, bud, you want to know where you want to
Yes.
know where we're going?
Lee, tell me the way.
All right. Yeah, it's south.
South. He just starts walking down the road.
Fuck it.
Straight south.
South.
Oh man. Some of the townsfolk as you pass actually clap for Barry. They have no idea who you two are, but they're like, oh, hey. Oh, did you hear he beat the Cave of Calamities? Whoa, and he's handsome. Except for his chewed up face.
Toss a coin to your various.
Oh, Staten of Plenty. Whoa. You make your way south of town,
Cool.
and similar to when you went west, the farms start growing further and further between.
Right.
You have more space. There's a lot more forest. You can hear. I really need like a woodland one. Anyways. Yeah, if you can just do bird sounds for the whole section. Just gonna sit here and record you on like a little sound mixer. Beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. Greg's bird sounds. You make your way down the road,
Wait.
hearing.
Mine was the Hunger Games thing.
Oh yeah.
Because the birds all echoed it through the woods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're right.
The Mockingjays.
That's why it's the Mockingjay pin. Yay!
Yeah, well, the second book's just called Mockingjay. Third book?
I never read the books.
Hunger Games, Catching
Because
Fire, Mockingjay.
Battle Royale was better.
So much better. Oh, Battle Royale. I mean, yeah, they're different. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Battle Royale wasn't a book.
Yes, it was.
What?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
it was a book by a French author. Then it became
A Japanese movie?
Japanese.
That-
No, then it became a manga, and then it became a movie.
Okay, because that movie's ridiculous. Watching a bunch of high
The
schoolers
manga
murder each
is
other.
insane.
Shit's great. Anyways.
Back to Dungeons and Dragons. You make your way to the end of the road, and you see a nice, tidy farmhouse in front of you.
Oh, fuck.
It's decently large. There's some nice steps going up to a porch. It's 2 stories high, and the whole area around it is cleared. You can see further back there are trees, maybe like 40, 50 feet behind the farmstead. It definitely looks lived in from the outside, but you see no activity around the area, or even in the windows of the house as you try to look in.
I turn to Barris. I'm like, hey man, did you like forget anything that you might need for like fighting?
He reaches around and goes, "Ho, ho, my staff."
Alright, well, I guess you can borrow mine. Take out mine, hand to him.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
You owe me one.
Yes, yes. Whatever we get today, half of my bounty is yours.
Then I'm like, hey guys, like let's just chill for a couple minutes and I'll ritual cast detect magic. Cool. We spend 10 minutes chewing on straw and I ritual cast detect magic.
What does Andre do while he's casting detect magic as a ritual?
Investigate the nearby area and see when the most recent people to travel through the region are. 15.
15. As you investigate the area, where do you go exactly? You're just looking around the front of the farmhouse.
I'm examining the
Just the
areas
general area
approaching
around.
the farmhouse
Yes.
that I have access to
Okay.
without getting too close.
You see a number of human and animal tracks that are not very recent.
We're talking like a day, a week, a month.
More than a week, but not so long as a month. They're still visible, and they are tracks that are well worn. They just haven't been used in a while. Like nothing's been through them in almost 2 weeks.
Do we see any cattle?
Nope. You see no livestock. You see no other creatures.
Is their land all like field for livestock?
Mostly, yes. From what you
Okay.
can see, it's mostly just grazing area and
Got
then
it.
forest.
Got it. Do they have a fence after the grazing area before the forest?
No fence. No fences that you can see.
Wait, no fences like at all?
Yeah, no fences that you can see from your view. So you're like right here, looking.
Right.
You can probably see like that.
Okay, it's super weird. They would have livestock and not have their entire property being closed.
I mean, they're pretty far from town, on the edge of the forest. They probably just let their livestock like go, like range pretty free.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay.
Perhaps they were druids or rangers.
Free range cattle.
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
Well,
Cool. Well, okay. Detect magic is now done,
yes.
and I walk up like to the house.
Yep. So as you walk up to the house, you can see a larger building
Ooh.
to your right.
Okay.
It seems a little smaller than the house, but fairly large still.
It's not larger.
You detect no magic besides your companions and your own items.
Right. Yeah. All right. And when we look through the windows, what do we see?
When you look through the windows, you see pretty rough-hewn furniture, bare bones, just enough that people need to live a modest life.
Right, but like all
You
lights
see-
are off.
No light, no lamps, nothing burning, no activity.
Should we just go inside?
I would like to approach the house and climb the walls into the roof.
Yes. You can just climb, can't you?
Yeah, it's just part of this
Yeah.
movement.
Cool. So you climb up the sides of the porch, onto the top of the peaked roof, and make your way towards the center, and are able to look out. And you can see that on the other side of the house is a small garden. It is still growing vegetables, but it has not been tended in a while. And this whole area is a barn. You don't see any activity anywhere around this area. Nothing is moving besides the wind and the trees. Maybe far in the distance you can see birds and animals. They're not keeping their distance like they did at the Caves of Calamities,
Right.
but like,
That's just where they are.
yeah,
Got it.
they're just kind of coming in and out. Nothing unusual to their patterns.
I would like to climb back to this edge of the roof and report what I see.
How do you report it?
Talk to me, Goose.
People clearly haven't been here for a little while. Their garden is overgrown. It's not being tended well. Animals are just wandering around. There's no order.
Wait, do you see any animals? Like cattle? Like dairy cows?
No.
Okay, so they're not
There's-
just wandering around.
Animals have just
Oh,
been
got it.
wandering
Okay, right.
around.
Is the barn door open or closed?
It looked slightly ajar.
All right. Should we just knock on the door and then if no one answers, just go in?
I think we should just go in. I don't think knocking would be good.
Okay.
I would like to enter both sides of the house at the same time.
Okay. Is there a back door?
I believe so. If there's a garden in the back, there must be a back door.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have Barrius open the front door, and if not, kick in the front door at the same time. You go in the back door. You probably hear it
Yeah.
explode in.
Yeah. That would be fine.
Okay, because you got good hearing.
Barrius has just kind of been gazing off in the distance, distractedly.
Hey, Barrius!
Whoop. Yep. Huh?
Across the roof.
We're gonna need you to open this door by any means necessary. But maybe like try the handle first.
Check for traps.
Yeah, we totally checked for traps. It's all good.
Well done. You're the best assistants I've ever had.
Drop off the roof and look for the closest back door.
There's a very clear back door right in front of you. Not a full porch like in the front area, but easy access. And you can see through the back door. It's more like a screen. And you see the front door and Barrius approaching it.
Do you see any traps? Out the front door.
I would like to perception check the inside for traps and locks with a 20.
Damn.
Wow.
Not net.
You see no traps. Nothing set up to do anything. While you're like peering through the screen, you can actually see some small cupboards and shelves and a trunk positioned closer to the back door next to a shelf so that it's hard to see from the outside. It's just on the left. Nothing malicious that you can see.
Fantastic. I wait quietly.
Barrius marches up and goes, "Hello!
Hello?
I shove back.
Hello!
Hello?
Huh.
God damn it. It was the cat. Kick it in.
Really? Alright.
I'm not a cat. That's just what a cat would say.
Well, I'll believe you, strange golden man.
We're not friends now?
Don't trust the golden man.
He's the day man. No. He opens the door. And nothing happens. He opens the door, and as he walks in, dust comes up from the floorboards. Starts swirling around his feet.
I'd like to push open the back door and walk inside.
It creaks as you open and walk in, and similarly, dust just swirls. But nothing else happens.
I would like to walk up to Barrius. I heard some strange scratchings in the barn. I think there might be something in there.
Monsters to slay.
Is there an upstairs?
You wouldn't know because you're not inside.
I'm looking at the doorway. Do I see stairs from the doorway?
From the doorway, no.
Hey, I yell inside. Is there an upstairs?
Yes. Barrius and Andre can see that there are some stairs set back towards the, I guess that would be western side of the main first floor.
Don't forget to check upstairs before you leave and go to the barn.
Oh, good idea. We better check upstairs before we turn our back to something, Barrius.
Barrius goes, Yes. Yes. Where we go? Show me the... I mean, I'll lead, but
You see those
show me
stairs
the
you
way.
pointed out earlier, Barrius? They're right over there.
Those are the stairs that I pointed out earlier.
Yes, exactly.
Walk
Can you-
up them. Can you do that?
Interesting. And he goes, starts walking up the stairs. He's definitely like making a racket as he does it. Just doom, 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 doom.
While he's walking up the stairs, I would like to go over to the chest and check it to see if it's actually locked or if it's just hanging out.
The chest is not locked. It's got a small latch.
I would like to flip the latch and to stand to the side and lift
And
it up
I
cautiously.
take out my tinkerer's tools. And I'm now inside watching the chest.
You open the chest, and you find a small pile of copper pieces, some smoked meat, and some veggies that have gone rotten.
I take the copper pieces and the smoked meat.
Mm-hmm. The smoked meat is enough that it could be rations for 2 days
Nice.
for one person. From above, you hear Barrius shout, "I don't think there's anything here."
Are you sure? I could have sworn I heard like a goblin or something up there.
Are there
I mean,
beds
there's
covered
just-
in small items?
Well, not small items, but there are beds.
Got it.
I quickly count the copper.
It's 20 copper pieces.
Sweet. It must have come from the barn, Barrius. Quickly, save us!
Oh, yep, alright, yep. I guess that's an adventure. It's like, I'm not having a lot of fun right now. It's like nothing's happening for him. And he runs down the stairs and runs towards the barn.
Really quick, like right before he gets there, I just like grab a rock off the ground,
Okay.
make it shine light,
Mm-hmm.
and like throw it through the open doorway,
The back door, front door.
the barn door.
Be
Like
your
so, I
in-house.
follow him out
Okay, follow him.
and like throw a rock after him
Yes.
into the door.
Make it just dexterity.
Was that dexterous enough? No. Okay. Well, I got a 6.
Well, you throw the rock
That's
and it just
fucking
bounces off the barn door.
Fine.
It doesn't make it into like the narrow opening.
If I'd rolled a 7, would it have hit him?
No, if you rolled a 1, it would hit him.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And then you deal 1d4 damage.
It's not that I wasn't going for that. It's the- Any radiant damage?
No. That's not how radiant damage works. That's like hitting him with a lamp and being like, radiant damage?
He's so upset.
I cast light of my quarterstaff. Now it does radiant damage.
That'd be so cool.
Thanks.
Anyways.
Darius is pretty cool. No, he's not. He's the worst.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make him a major character, so get ready.
Well, yeah, we're gonna save this motherfucker's life all the time.
Okay, you're still in the house. You're outside.
Yeah.
Barrius is going to the bar.
Good. Do you want to go
I would
out?
like to start collecting small handheld
damn it.
house items.
Okay.
And I would like to start ferrying them upstairs and put them next to the bed.
I just hang out like just past the garden before the barn, waiting for him to.
Okay, so you're
Like here.
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 Where's Barrius?
Is he the bat?
I just had him. Oh, where'd he go?
Do you have characters over there?
Yes, I do. There he is. And Barrius is in here.
Oh, right.
There actually aren't a lot of small handheld items. There's like some wooden cutlery and like a few spoons
I quickly throw
used for
them
cooking.
all in the bed and then head out into the backyard.
So you go upstairs and there are 3 bedrooms.
Fuck.
The adults, the parents.
Yeah. Whatever
Yeah.
the biggest bedroom is.
So the biggest bedroom would be where you see like a larger bed, 2 dressers, and there's no other objects there. The sheets are still there, but like there's no clothes. There's no like
Is the bed made?
necessities. No.
Is there bedding?
Yes. It's disheveled.
They fucking left.
I'd like to throw all the utensils in the bed and then quickly rifle through the dresser drawers.
Make an investigation check.
18, I think. 19.
That is pretty good. You're able to find 4 more copper pieces and a tattered notebook.
I collect all 5 items.
Collected.
And then I head back downstairs into the yard.
Front yard or backyard?
Backyard.
Make your way to the backyard. You can be wherever you want.
I yell at Barrius like, "Hey man, what's in there?"
He does not hear you.
All right, I go to the door of the barn and yell, "Hey man, what's in there?"
You look inside and you see Barrius just kind of rifling through piles of hay.
You looking
He
for a
looks
needle?
back and you're like, there's like nothing in here. I mean, I found some farming supplies, like scythes and just, like hoes and rakes and shit, but
Do the hoes know anything about where the family went?
the hoes don't knows.
Okay.
I shout over at the barn. Those crafty goblins are mischievous! And I start flipping through the notebook.
As you start reading through the notebook, the beginning it's mostly just farmers' journals. Like this is what we planted and when,
Farmers'
when we're getting like this amount of money coming in, what we're selling it for. Part of the way through, they start talking about a lot of visits to the farm from tax collectors. People asking for way more money than they really should. And as you continue to read, the last entry says, "We have to leave. Sorvel has found us. She's coming."
Write that down.
Sarvel.
Write that down.
If we don't leave now, we'll have nothing left. They've taken almost everything from us. We must find a new place. Safe from these taxes. Safe from the Dawn Guard.
Dawnguard.
I only hope that we'll make it out alive.
Are other people in the town getting fucked by taxes? Should find
Not
out.
on this level.
Weird. Alright, well, they're gone. I was thinking like maybe they like went into the woods, but like they're gone. They left. So we should probably go back. Hang out. Go to sleep. And then tomorrow the shipment of magic stuff's going in, yeah? Yeah, we can deal with that in the way that you want to do.
I shout, Barrius!
Motherfucker.
Did you see all of these things in their bed?
Barrius can't hear you through the barn door,
Okay, I run
but
up to the barn.
Tatashi hears you. As you turn to run, you
I
see
go behind the
movement
barn to pee.
in the forest.
I stop going behind the barn to pee.
You're still in the front of the barn.
I
As you
turn
turn.
and examine the movement.
Make a perception check.
Fuck.
12.
You see shambling, vine-like masses coming towards you from the forest. Roll initiative.
Woo! That one.
7.
Okay.
So I 6. And as you write that down, I'm still gonna pee.
So 5.
Jesus fuck. What? You plus 4 your initiative?
Yeah, it's 6:30.
Alright.
What did he get?
7.
Jeez. So, oh,
Your chuckling does not make me feel comfortable.
Your initiatives are so low. They're so low. Oh my god. Barrios is still in the barn. He doesn't know what's happening. Only you and Katashi know what's going on.
Fan freaking tastic.
Ho, 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 ho. Katashi, you get to go first.
Baller. I mean, do I fucking know they're there?
You've heard a shout from Andre and been alerted to the threat. But Barrios does not know.
Okay. Bonus action first. I yell at Barrios. Barrios, danger! Get out here, behind the house.
Danger! Barrios hears your call.
I pull out my tinker tools. I pull up my Roblox. And I run to how far away are they?
So, they
And
are,
also, and then how many are there? How far away are they?
there are two masses running at you. Yes. And they are right here.
Fuckity fuck. Alright. I mean, that's all my things.
You didn't do an action.
Oh, okay.
You just did a movement and a bonus action. And like, not even a bonus action, you just yelled at
Sure, okay.
him, pulled out your arcane focus, and then...
Alright. You're the boss.
Who's the boss?
Barrios.
Holy shit, that's a range. Alright, I cast Firebolt at the non-spider.
Okay. Roll for attack.
I missed.
What was it?
Like 5?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yep.
The bolt flies over the head of the mound.
Yep.
You said non-spider?
Yeah, it was the non-spider I shot at.
The non-spider continues to move towards you. Slowly. It's Andre's turn.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
I would like to turn around, approach the house, climb the house, and draw my bow.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's fair because you have climb speed because you're a cat. You draw your bow as your bonus action.
Oh, John.
I aim at the non-spider one
Cool.
and shoot an arrow. I definitely know the stats for bows off the top of my head. Does 11 hit?
No. Your arrow flies past the mound.
Fantastic. 20 arrows. 19 arrows.
I was like, you start with 21?
20 euros.
Arrows.
The other one also moves up.
It's good noise.
And Barrios goes, "Oh my god, I must do something!" He was way back here, investigating the barn.
That's barley. That's straw.
And, ooh.
We can find out what spells this dumbass has. I mean, our hero.
Our Lord and
I want to
Savior.
run this full campaign with us just supporting our hero bear. I'm fully prepared to do that. We have
He
a fuck ton
raises
of
his
money.
hand and goes, "Begone, foul spirits!" And bolts fly from his hand.
He cat magic me, I thought.
He just gets ends.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, doesn't that shit just like straight up hit? God, I love magic missile.
Yep. Yeah. So all of his bolts smash into the non-spider. And you hear a
How many bolts?
3.
Pretty high level. Does it start with 3? I thought it started with 1. Does it? I thought it started with like 1 or 2. I'll look it up later. We'll ask him.
He then teleports
It?
back here.
The fuck? Bud!
No, sorry, he teleports here.
Bud!
Zzz.
That's almost worse. Actually, that's probably pretty good.
Hitachi, 'tis you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here and cast Firebolt at the non-spider.
Spider, okay.
Yeah. Should we come up with a name for the non-spider or the non-spider? No, fuck it. He's the non-spider. 14.
That's a hit.
Just fuck yeah. 10. And he's on fire.
Yep.
If he's flammable. I don't know if he's flammable. I assume that he's
He's a
flammable.
moving mass of plants.
Oh, he's fucking
He's
flammable.
Yep.
Bonus damage? Sorry, I'm not saying
There was a bonus damage, yeah. Yeah. Appropriate magic types. Do you do anything else? Any bonus actions?
I mentally, like telepathically communicate to both of them. Target the non-spider first.
Good call. Right. The non-spider moves away from you. And then the area around it is suddenly engulfed in plant matter. Varius is caught in that area of effect, but he manages to rip himself out with his massive bulging muscles, just like an adventurer. And after that is Andre
It takes 1d6 ignite damage.
at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
What is the
1d6.
elevation of the barn roof compared to the house roof?
6.
Yep.
We're going max. We're going max damage, baby.
Can't
Let's go.
it spend an action to do its thing?
Yeah, if you use an action to end it, but it didn't.
Yeah. It burns away.
That's some fucking shit right there.
But the area of plant matter still remains. Your question was barn roof to house roof?
Yeah.
Barn is slightly higher, probably about 5 feet.
Why the fuck is it like a 2-story barn? Never mind, it's fine.
Because
Also,
you have
if
to
you're on the
store
barn, then you're
shit
gonna be
ton
like
of hay
here.
above the.
That's the house.
No,
That's
he
the
was
barn.
thinking about jumping from the
Yeah.
house to the barn.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, god damn it.
yes.
Barns are always taller than houses.
2-story houses?
Yeah, barns are like 3 or 4 stories because they store at least 2 stories worth of hay and straw on the second floor.
This kind of
So-
barn?
yeah, every type of barn. Because you have to feed the cattle underneath that need more than 1 story's worth
What
of
about
space above
spider
them.
barns, Greg?
Because cows won't go into spaces that.
Spider barns, Greg.
It's not a spider barn. It's
He's
a
an agricultural expert.
Who?
On spider
Him.
barns?
Oh, me?
Great.
In real life, I know shit about raising cattle. My bad. Have you
I'm
did you
gonna
see
draw
the
and
house in
shoot
Let-
the spider.
Have you seen the barn in Letterkenny? Shit's fucking huge.
Motherfucker. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Just show him, man.
fine. I'm not tilted at all.
What kind of wine up my nose? At the height of a barn?
I don't know how much damage a short bow does.
Oh. 1d8?
1d6 or 1d8?
I didn't look up my... You have a fucking...
1d6.
I guess it was actually faster than a computer, which is astounding. It's almost like someone put
dex.
a bunch of
6
little
damage.
notes inside there.
Boom, boom. 6 damage.
You could add dexterity to bow damage, but
Yeah.
I could add fucking intelligence damage to spell damage.
Yeah, suck it.
Right. Correct.
Sad.
That's how it
It's
works.
fine, I rolled a 10 and then a 6. I'm not
Yeah.
really complaining. That shit was not okay.
You get way more variety with spells.
I know.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, the utility.
Mm-hmm.
And Artificer utility is obscene.
It's pretty crazy.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Why don't I sneak attack them?
Barris is only able to move
Oh, I didn't.
15 feet.
But he goes, ah, boom, and he shoots out 3 more bolts at the spider.
Looks promising, or very disappointing.
Okay, good. They rip through the vines, tear them asunder, but the creature keeps on moving.
Moves 10 feet.
Nifty.
It's now Natasha's turn.
I cast Firebolt! Who knew?
Go, go, go!
It's a 13.
That's a hit.
4 damage. And it's ignited.
It is not dead, but it is on fire. Fire!
I'm not gonna move yet because it's slow as fuck. And we got time. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it again. It's fine. It's fine. Who's next?
Battle
Actually,
was
I'm gonna
fine.
move a little bit.
The creature.
I'm gonna drop off the roof to the side.
Yes, good call. The spider.
The spider moved after what's his name last time.
Yeah, I messed up their order.
Got it. No worries.
What's the check it needs to stop igniting itself?
Oh fuck. It needs to.
Constitution? Or just take an action?
It uses an action to end it.
Okay, it uses its action to like stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll is not exactly a hard thing to do. We teach the children how.
We teach the shambling mounds how to do it.
It's Barris' turn again. He goes.
And he can't do much else. Actually, I think. Beep boop boop bop. Yep.
Super slow.
That's it.
Super slow.
It is now Natasha's turn.
Firebolt. Wait. Firebolt. It's
Ooh,
I hit.
that's a hit. Yep. And you're whoa.
3 damage.
3 damage. 3 damage kills it.
Good.
It erupts in a burst of flames.
And back here, at the edge of the woods, you see movement running away from you.
Aw. That's fucking easy. I wish more attacked us. More experience.
I would like to sprint after the movement.
Yeah.
Natasha,
In kind.
as you both
We sprint.
as you sprint towards the movement you see in the woods, Barris is like, oh, okay, we're doing that? Alright, shit, fuck. Oh, and he starts running along with you. And you burst through the underbrush and through the trees and keep running. You can see like a hastily trodden path in front of you. Like something's been through here very, very recently. You keep running and running, and then you see a scorch mark in the ground, and then nothing. No further disturbance of vegetation.
Do you still have magic, detect magic running?
Yeah.
Do you sense anything?
Do you still have magic running? It's been more than 10 minutes.
Has it?
Yeah, you used it.
Yeah,
at the
before we
beginning,
searched.
And
Okay.
then you searched, and then you had combat, and now
That's fair.
you're
I don't have it running. I can again in 10 minutes or right now if you think it's an emergency. Do we feel heat from the scorch mark?
You lay your hand close to the ground, and it's warm, but it's not scalding.
I don't think whatever was running from us, like, caused this, was just hit by this. Because it's warm, but, like, there isn't, like, active, intense heat in the air. Which there would be if, like, it had died, like, from it a second ago.
I'm just curious if it, like... what the consumption of flame did to it. Because it went somewhere, but where did it go?
Well, what if what was running from us isn't what made this track?
I mean, if it's still warm, it must have been recent.
It's true. Alright, I cast Detect Magic.
Hmm? You cast Detect Magic. You sense right in front of you evocation and a faint trace of illusion.
I would like to sprint 40 yards further in the direction the trail was going and then investigate the area.
Roll an investigation check.
11. Yep.
You don't notice anything. No? You look around and you don't see any like disturbed underbrush. You don't hear anything. It seems like the trail just vanished.
I slowly head back to the other two. And,
Fatashi, what are you doing? Andre ran off in the direction that the path is heading.
Kind of just like hang out near the scorch mark, waiting, like really just listening for him to tell us there's danger, but not really like, and like paying attention to my surroundings, but not like doing anything crazy.
Andre, you come back. What do you tell Fatashi?
I couldn't find anything. Whatever ran got away.
Classic.
I think we need to find out who this
Sarvel is.
Do you want to go back to town then?
I think a few well-placed questions might help with that.
Just keep asking questions and spreading rumors.
You know my MO by now.
Sounds good. All right. Okay.
We start the trek back to town. But when we pass by the house, I turn to Barius. Barius, while you're upstairs, did you notice anything weird about the largest bedroom?
Well, no, I mean, the bed wasn't made, but other than that, I saw nothing strange.
I don't know, I just had a weird feeling about it. Do you think you could check it again? Maybe your keen eyes can see something that I didn't.
Well, my eyes are keen, aren't they? Ha ha ha! And he struts into the house. And a good 5 minutes later, you hear him look from the window on the top floor. And he runs outside and goes, something happened. There's just small household items strewn about the bed.
Did you find any
What?
garlic around the bed?
No garlic.
That's a fucking lie.
What do you mean it's why? What's happening?
Mysterious. We must spread this rumor when we get back to town.
No, we must tell of these
Rumor?
happenings.
Don't scare the man.
It has a screw on top. It's fine.
Classy.
Yes.
We must tell of these happenings. Maybe this had something to do with their disappearance.
Pretty sneaky, Jeff.
Must have. The plot thickens.
What else could it be?
Like cheese. What?
Some wicked sorcery. Or a curse.
Wicked indeed.
Truth.
That's Immigrant Town.
You're right. The last little bit at the end
Yeah,
there, I was like, it felt right.
Wait.
Why did it feel right? Oh, right. Led Zeppelin.
No.
That was the last campaign. I miss Jed. Who's the composer?
Jedediah.
He was cute. Anyways,
Ooh.
Alexa said, "Fuck you." Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
No, she's playing the music.
It's just quite great.
Yeah, it's just. It was cave music, but now we're going back to town.
I just listened to music too loud. I'm going deaf.
You make your way back through the forest. The farms grow closer and closer to each other. And you're back on the main road.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is that sound?
I apologize, everyone.
Because of the feet.
Yeah, I was bouncing my foot against the table.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
I was like, what's that spring noise?
Woo!
Boy,
It's not a fairy tale campaign. It's not!
Oh my god.
You do eventually make your way back to town. It's like 1:32ish in the afternoon. Like, people are bustling around, getting
I want-
shit done.
I want time to fly faster.
Making cheese. I mean, you weren't there for very long. You did a quick investigation,
Yeah, it was pretty
boom.
fast.
That's
Yeah.
true.
and it wasn't that far out of town either.
Well, let's go back to the fucking tavern.
As I hear that suggestion, I say, yes, Barrys, you must report what we have found at this farm and the atrocities that happened.
Right.
And then I fall back a little bit.
Less the big piles of veggies and more of their bedroom and what was not in the bedroom vis-a-vis garlic.
It's my duty as an adventurer to tell the people.
We must warn them, protect them.
Bursts
Yep.
through the tavern doors and goes, "A curse! A curse on the land!
Jesus.
Give your garlic to me! Bury
Are
us!"
you sure he's not a bard? Fuck.
He is every
He is
class.
loud.
He's every multi-class into every level. He
One
multi-classes
level of-
again. He just rolled really well at the beginning, so he can multi-class into every other level, every other class.
No, he's got a high charisma score.
As Barrys bursts in the bar, I'm gonna pull you aside. We have 2 days until this caravan comes in town. We should explore a little bit down the road and see what kind of terrain we have to deal with for this.
We should also spread the rumor that garlic isn't 100% effective, and so when we bring our garlic, we can like lightly dip it in like a little bit of molten gold, and then be like, this gold dip garlic is 100% effective. Then we can sell it for way more. Because by the time we get back, they might have already grown garlic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to spread the rumor while I just find a good place on the road to camp out
Yes.
one day?
So I head into the tavern and like kind of just like behind Barrios the entire time he's talking and like going about it. I'm kind of just like whispering in his ear, like, but garlic won't work all the time. So if you have garlic,
But garlic won't work all the time.
and saying like, thank God that Doran didn't get taken because he didn't have any garlic.
Doran, one of our friends, would not get taken because of his garlic.
He didn't have any garlic.
He didn't have any garlic.
So thank all the lords that he didn't get taken.
Thank Relahar.
But remember, garlic is only the best thing we know of. It's still not 100% effective.
That garlic does something. The townsfolk are eating it up. The Fost and Met are in the back and
Yes!
all like
We can sell it in the city.
they're just like not believing this, and they've got their packs ready. Like they're raring to go. They're just looking at Barrios like, what?
I nod at Faust and Matt and buy him a beer.
They give you a cheers.
Fucking love those guys.
Hey.
Yeah. Throwback to Session 1. Those are great.
Recurring characters. That's fine.
Good boys. Good lads.
So
Allegedly.
Andre, you're going to explore the route out of town.
Yes, I'm exploring the route towards the river. I would just like to, at a brisk jaunt, explore the road, find out what its general twists and turns are. Look for any divots, any kind of flaws in the road. Explore any kind of obstacles.
The road right out of Stettin is fairly straightforward. Not a lot of divots or turns or anything. It's bordered on one side by the Razor March towards the north, and on the south by a small line of farmland that in the distance becomes the rest of the forest. There also don't seem to be any like campsites as you're jogging along. It seems like most people that are at least close to Stettin just make it there and stay the night there.
Can I make it to the split in the road?
No. That is 2 days.
Okay.
From
okay.
here
Hold
to
up.
there,
So this is 2 days. This is 1 day.
3 days. Sorry. Oh, right. It's 3. Okay. So, okay, no, I'm right.
So-
This is a day. This is 2 days. So this is a day, 2 days, 2 days.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so I can't make it to the Ender Travel Station.
So what?
Never mind.
You can't
I
make it.
had,
If you run
misconceptions.
outside of town for an hour, yeah, this map is like way bigger. So like, if you run an hour outside of town, it'll be like here.
Okay. So it takes a day to get to the split in the road.
Yep.
Got it. And this is actually longer than shown on this map. Slightly.
Yep.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. This was a hastily drawn map.
No
to
worries,
try
don't
and
worry,
make
don't
sense.
worry.
No, that's fine, yeah. It was 2 or 3. I had out about 2 hours. Is there anything other than just very bland vanilla road that I find? I will roll for that if you would like me to.
You need to roll. There was nothing in the Razor March side. On the forest side, you see occasional farms. They're very few and far between, especially as you reach the 2 hour mark. There's almost no one. And the woods grow closer to the road.
Are there any farms close to the road, like within, say, 40 yards?
At the end of your 2 hour mark, or like along
Along the travel.
Along the travel, yeah. Especially like close to Stettin. There's like one or two farms that are pretty close to the road.
Are there any other farms that are close to those?
No.
Fantastic.
It's basically like there's Stettin, and it spreads, and like
Great.
the distance between them
Yep.
increases exponentially.
Yep. Just curious if the ones that are close to the road have other farms close to those. Fantastic. I turn around and head back to town.
All right. Well, he's been gone for 4 hours. What have you been doing with Barrius? Well, he's been gone.
He's been mostly just like regaling.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Boasting. He includes you sometimes, whenever you're close to him.
I guess like, I want to catch up with Foss and Matt, and like be part of it. It's like not deep conversation, just kind of like chatting, like having a good time, small talk with Foss and Matt because they are adorable. And then being a part of the tales, and just like making sure that like alcohol's flowing.
Creating a general party atmosphere.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Foston met, as always, just give you zany tales
Fucking love those guys.
of their adventures. And they mentioned to you that they are heading out first light tomorrow morning.
Oh,
They're not waiting for the market. They're heading right out.
nice. Okay.
They do ask you if you've come upon any gems.
Are we come upon any gems?
You have 3 gems.
Do I?
I gave you 3 gems.
Oh shit.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do have gems, boys.
You have 3 small turquoise gems.
Ooh, I have 3 small turquoise gems.
You have 3 hematite gems. They lift their mugs to their faces, trying to hide their almost smirks. Like,
Fine, fuck you.
Of course.
I like my gems.
Of course.
they look at your gems like, wow. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. It's better than no gems. I mean,
Well, I found them in a cave, so...
a cave.
Yeah.
They both look at you.
You heard the tale from
not
Various about the Cave of Calamities?
Ah, yes. That was a good one.
Yeah, he
that was a
often
fun
misses
one.
the fact that we were with him, or that I was with him. And part of the...
They were with him.
Yeah. And at the end, we found a chest with some gems in it, and I got them. So, you know...
You didn't mention any gems.
Yeah, so it's not like I mean, you know, I didn't have to work very hard for them. So, I mean, you know, any gems is better than no gems.
Sell gems, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
That's why we're doing it. Aha.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll buy these gems, but as our friend, you've bought us so many drinks. We have to tell him. We have to tell him. They're not worth a lot. I was like,
That's fine. I didn't expect them to be worth very much. But
yeah. Oh, I mean, if he's fine with it, I'm sure. Yeah.
but I'm an artificer.
Tell us more.
That means that I need to use gems for my magic often. And those gems need to be a certain value. So, assuming that I have no interest in selling them to you, and that I need an honest
okay.
response
Yes.
in order to successfully complete magic upon them, how much exactly, without thinking about buyers or sellers or cheating anyone, would they be worth? Knowing that I won't sell them to you regardless.
Turquoise? Turquoise. We'd buy them 5 gold pieces, sell them for 10.
So they're worth 10.
You can buy them for 10. Well, I mean, unless you know someone. Well, obviously, unless you know someone.
Right.
But yeah, generally, that's what we'd sell that for.
Okay.
But hold on. Unique gems, you said.
Potentially, yes.
I mean, we're gem merchants. We sell gems.
Yeah.
Or we're trying to. Let's say we get more gems.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to buy some more gems from us?
I would. Not right now,
Yes.
but in the future. I'm gonna need multiple gems that are worth 100 gold each.
They look at each other like, interesting. Well, we can sign an exclusive contract with you where you buy only our gems, but we'll give you a discounted price.
Okay.
And you use our gems to create your magic.
Okay.
And you tell people, when they ask, where you got the gems from,
All right. How much of a discount?
20%.
Pretty big. Where do you normally live?
They smile at each
Like,
other.
where can I find you all the time?
Well, normally here and there, but as we
Mhm.
said, we're trying to be legitimate
Right.
in Erelon.
In Aralon?
In Erelon,
Okay.
our goal is to be in the northeastern quadrant. That is where most of the nobles shop, anyways.
Uh-huh.
If you come to us and you buy our gems and you sign that contract, it'd be a wonderful deal.
How about
wonderful?
30%.
Ah, my friend. 30%, and we'd be losing so much money.
I mean, you'd be losing money, but you'd be gaining so much in advertisement of the plan, the amount of adventuring, the amount of crafting, and the amount of spectacular mechanical marvels I plan on building with your gems.
We'll tell you what. How about? Here's how. The first time, because we don't know what you're doing, 15% off, with no proof that you're going to do anything. And if you come back and prove that you've marketed our gems, it's 30%.
How about? Okay, deal. No, I'll take it.
The man's a traitor! They both come. And they'll raise a glass to you. Ah! That's actually quite a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
As you've been negotiating this whole deal and patting Barris's ego, Andre returns to the tavern. What do you tell Natasha?
Well, when I first get back to the tavern, I open the doors and I just survey the crowd, see where everybody's at.
People are getting rowdy. I mean, you've been gone for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I realize it's like 7, 8, maybe 9.
It's like 6:30.
6:30. Okay, cool.
But yeah. People are like eating their food, drinking their beers.
Of the people in the tavern, do I recognize anybody aside from?
You recognize Barris, Faust, Matt, Doran, but maybe a few villagers that you've seen between the other 2 nights that you've been staying there, but like Warbley's not there.
I would like
That's
to try
what
and
I'm
eavesdrop on Grace's conversation.
Barris? Oh, yes, for sure.
13.
Barris is currently telling people about how he single-handedly destroyed 16 vine monsters that swarmed him in the brush. And how he found a mystical curse on the Varstead farm, and that only garlic can maybe prevent it.
I kind of just lean over during that and just be like, "We would have been doomed without you, mate," and like raise the glass. I'm like, keep it going.
Everyone in this circle goes, yeah. So Barius is spinning some tall tales, but he's continuing the rumors that you started spreading.
I would like to go up to the bar and ask the innkeep what kind of food he has.
Brogger turns away from his classic mug and tap cleaning. And goes, You know, I didn't really think of this, but I just want chicken.
I don't.
The craving's so strong now. I just need some chicken. I don't care about the eggs.
You know,
Flesh.
if you were to butcher a chicken,
Flesh.
I would split the cost with you. I'd pay you out for half the chicken, but
Really?
yeah, you know, good friends sharing a hearty meal together.
I think we could work that out. And he leaves out the back door, not the kitchen. And you hear
Jesus fuck. God
and then you
damn.
hear rustling in the kitchen.
Wow.
While I hear the rustling in the kitchen, I go around the back of the keep, pour a glass of beer, put 50 cop on the counter, and then go sit very smugly next to my friend.
Next to the touch.
Yeah.
So you two are
Snugly at the bar. Where are your boys?
Oh, you're the one who dumped him off the playmat.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And then I.
no more happy.
Fuck happy. Sad.
Sad. Anyways.
No, it's
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That was good. Wow.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Wow.
Wow.
Owen Wilson's my favorite. Wow.
I saw a thing that was like a husband telling a wife, like, "Oh, do you know that Owen Wilson's a master of disguise?" And the wife saying, "Wow," and like,
Narrows eyes.
So good.
After about
How many fucking items you got there, bud?
20 minutes,
You got a fucking,
Couple.
You got a fucking big ass backpack there, bud.
Couple.
Fuck you, bud.
Brogger comes out with a steaming plate of chicken meat and lays it on the counter between you three.
I immediately just claws and start eating the chicken.
Oh, it is.
I also try and get a piece of chicken.
You managed to get a piece of chicken. It is well roasted, juicy, flavorful chicken.
I'm so fucking hungry. It's all your fault.
Brogger rips a drumstick off and starts gnawing on it as well.
While taking a breath between mouthfuls of chicken, I ask Bragger about, well, casually. So Bragger, have you ever heard of this character named Sarvel? Heard a rumor about him the other day.
This motherfucker.
He's chewing. And when you mention Sarvel, he stops. What'd you say?
I heard a rumor about a guy named Sarvel. Take it you heard about him?
Brogger looks around. He leans in close and he goes, "Don't mention that. Don't say that name. Unless you know who's listening. That is not a good name to say."
Understood.
Cone of silence.
I'll be
Do you guess Cone of Silence?
It's not a spell.
You can make it a spell, damn it.
It's from that dumbass spy movie with the guy from The Office and Anne Hathaway and The Rock.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Corel.
They like go into a cone of, he goes into the cone of silence and he like
Get
It's-
Smart. It's called Get Smart.
Oh,
it's called
Get
Get Smart.
Smart.
It's from Get Smart.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a spell.
There is not a cone of silence around you, so.
I just nod quietly, go back to devouring chicken, drinking beer, and then start keeping tabs on where he goes.
Brogger?
Yeah.
He mostly just keeps circulating.
Specifically when he goes back into the kitchen.
Good call. Because after he circulates amongst a number of the patrons, he eventually goes back into the kitchen.
Once he does, I quietly bow out and skulk into the kitchen.
Natasha, what do you do when you see Andre leave?
Stay eating the chicken.
It's a good chicken. It's delicious. Oh, it's juicy.
Stop.
I know, I'm hungry
Should I
too.
go defrost some chicken?
I mean, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to defrost the chicken, right?
Not that long.
No, like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You should defrost
Yep,
the chicken.
yep.
I'm fucking hungry.
Yep.
Because now it's just Andre. And you walk into the kitchen behind Brogger, and he's got a pretty good setup for just like one guy. He's got lots of pots and pans hanging everywhere. He's pretty good at cleaning everything, but he's just making a ton of stuff right now. And all the orders for all the people, checking the oven that he's baking bread in. He's the only one there.
I would like to quietly just walk up beside him at whatever he's doing and be like, "You have a minute to talk, buddy?"
He jumps. What do you want?
I turn around, hop up and sit on the counter next to him, so I'm much closer to eye height with him, and lean in. There's not any ears that I can see around here, so who's this Sarvel guy?
Blogger looks around. Even in his own kitchen, he's not totally sure. But he leans in close. Sarvel is not to be spoken of because they are the leader and the main administrator of taxes from the city of Errol. They are the person sending all the tax collectors here. They're the one causing all the troubles in the town. And if you mention their name and someone hears you, you're gone.
Why?
When did this start?
It's been recent. Only since they announced the Millennium Festival.
How long ago was that?
It's about 2 months ago. It was a small, at first, minor increases in the taxes. So we've gotten closer. More and more people have disappeared.
Oh, so there have been many people disappearing then.
Mostly until now, I've only heard stories, but from your friend out there, it sounds like the entire Varset family's gone.
Are they disappearing because they can't pay their taxes?
You don't know?
Because
You were not there.
fuck.
You were at the bar.
Hi, keep drinking. Disdainfully.
Have you ever seen this Sarvel person?
I've never seen them. They've never come out here. All we see are their minions.
How do you know the Sarvel name? Do the minions tout it? Is it a banner?
It's signed on the official seals they present us when they collect the taxes.
Why do people report mentioning back of Servel?
What?
Why do people report back the mentioning of Sarvel? Are there just agents among you? Or is there a reason for the populace to report the mentioning of it?
We don't know. We just know that when people say that name out loud, they tend to not come back.
Where is the taxes headquarters?
We'll be back in Erelon.
Also mushrooms we found in the forest.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I had that chicken.
Right.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, mushrooms go really, really well with chicken.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. But not right now.
Have you heard any specific rumors about Sarvel?
Nothing besides them being horribly, horribly evil. But realistically, I think that just comes from the people disappearing. Nothing really of any consequence that I've heard. It's just the name that appears every time.
What happens to people's stuff after they're disappeared?
Well, we haven't really checked.
Is there,
I assume they just take everything.
do you know who else disappeared? Aside from the Varsteds?
Yeah, there have been a few families really far out.
Any
I don't
in
know
the
their names,
easterly direction?
Yes. Yeah. One or two out there that we just haven't heard from in a while.
Who would those
They
be?
never complained about taxes. Their names escape me right now, but I know they're definitely at the edge of the town. You follow the road,
Are they
they'll
near
be the
road?
last farm.
The last farm on the road. On the road?
On the road.
I keep drinking and eating mushrooms.
The mushrooms are delicious. They come from Truffles Bunghole.
So good.
I'm sorry, truffles.
Bunghole.
Great.
Bunghole.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
From the show.
Give me your mushrooms.
Brogger is like in the middle of cooking and goes, is that it? Like, can I keep cooking this food? Like, people, customers are out there.
I pull out a gold piece, put it on the counter. Take a candle and put it on the top of the gold piece. And then start melting the candle so it melts the gold piece into the counter. And thank him and leave.
How hot do you think gold has to be to melt?
No, just the wax around the gold
Okay,
piece onto the
got it.
counter.
As you leave, Brogger just blows it out and like rips the candle off the table and takes the piece. Shakes his head.
Fucking love that guy.
Damn it. We see the Tashi deep in his cups and mushrooms and mushroom cups. What do you tell the Tashi about your interrogation? Again?
According to my track, we have 2 days from like noon today until the scroll shipment comes. So not noon tomorrow, but noon the next day, right?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. Fuck, are we gonna do tomorrow? Oh, move
it would
halfway
be
down the
one,
trail.
It would be one
Move.
day.
I know
day
what we're
down there.
doing.
One day from noon the next day. There's 2 days from noon today.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I thought I said 2 days from noon the next day.
Today. So like slightly less than 48 hours.
Yes.
We'll go to Itachi. We need a good sleep. We got a long walk ahead of us tomorrow.
Okay. I can make your sword better tomorrow too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody coming with. We need other people to not be coming with us tomorrow.
Yeah, agreed. Because we're gonna be coming back to the town. Because we should take that guy with us to the. Oh no, we should leave him.
Everybody's going to the festival. We just need to know where to find them. in the
That's
city.
true. Oh, that's
So
true.
tonight we should find out where people are going to be. Have you found out where the twins are going to be?
I think they're gonna be here. Because they're travelers. There's no one else to stay for travelers.
No, in the city.
Oh. No. I can.
You did.
Northeast.
Okay.
Northeast.
Oh, right.
You were
Well,
there.
Northeast, but like, yeah.
we just need to find
That's
out
where they
where.
planned on opening their store.
Correct. And they plan on leaving as soon as they can tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should leave. They're leaving as soon as they can tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. We should leave after then,
Okay.
and we should find out when Barrius is leaving and make sure he leaves not when we leave.
I don't think Barris is leaving for a couple days.
He probably will gloat in the admiration he gets in this
Yeah.
town here.
And it's not for a while.
Never mind. Continue.
It's not for a while, so he doesn't want to like get there too early. He wants to stay here where people adore him and know about his stories.
Yep. Yep. Fantastic. I stand up and look around for Barrius.
He is surrounded by townsfolk, yet again, telling his wild tales.
Ah, I sigh.
I stopped eating mushrooms
Congratulations.
because I should.
Okay. The chicken's coming.
I started doing a survey. How drunk can I tell is Barrius?
Roll a perception check.
12.
He's pretty drunk.
Fantastic.
Oh, it looks like he's gonna have another morning of hangover.
This guy, fuck.
Good.
Who would have 3 hungover mornings in a row?
Not me, said the rabbit.
I'm going to.
Me, said the bear.
Hey! The cat.
I'm gonna head up to my room.
The comfort of the rafters lulls you to sleep. It's the Tashi.
I'm gonna say night to Thought. I'm gonna say goodnight to Toss and Matt. And also.
They give you
upstairs.
a hearty toast. Say, well, if you find better gems, end our deal. As you know. You'll find us there. Just ask around. Frost and Met, gem merchants. You'll find us.
Sick. Then I go to sleep.
In your room. One more silver piece for the night.
Fantastic.
And that silver melts you into a dreamless sleep and whatever the fuck you do. But to rest. Where's my fucking
Mouse?
my mouse? My mouse.